Two safari photographers were shooting when they accidentally found a moose stuck in a mud puddle. In the face of this crisis, they decided to do everything in their power to save the poor animal. The only tool the photographers had in their hands was a wooden stick. Using leverage, they inserted the stick into the mud and aimed it precisely at the moose's buttocks. The other photographer pushes the moose with his hand to try and get him to move in their direction. At first, the moose seems to be cooperating and is about to get out of the trap. But at that crucial moment, the elk suddenly counterattacks and stabs the photographer with his sharp antlers, narrowly avoiding serious injury. The elk is terrified in the mud, and it's sensitive to the threats around it. The photographers had to be careful. After several failed attempts, the photographers realized that strength was not enough. They decided to use a rope to tie it to the elk's antlers and start pulling it from a distance. This not only ensures their own safety, but also effectively limits the direction of movement of the elk. As the rope is pulled, the tail of the moose is gradually exposed to the mud. Photographers are filled with excitement as they see hope. But despite this, the moose is still reluctant to cooperate. To motivate the moose, they decided to come up with a new plan. One photographer continues to pull on the rope while the other puts a crowbar against the elk's rump to give him a point of support. So the moose can make a better effort to struggle upwards. As time passes, the elk is losing strength from being in the mud for so long. To stimulate the moose and revitalize him, the cameramen decide to take more drastic measures. They used a crowbar to gently touch the elk's vital parts to try to awaken his survival instincts. Sure enough, the moose was instantly stimulated and began to struggle upwards. Finally, thanks to the joint efforts of the photographers, the moose was able to get out of the quagmire. I can't tell you how happy the photographers were to see the moose back on its feet. They knew that their persistence and hard work had not been in vain. Although the process was difficult, they were proud to help a living creature.